Hi guys, it's Anna. Welcome to my booktube video. I'm gonna be talking about 1984 by George Orwell. This edition is from 1985. It was from my mother. I took it from her books and it's my favorite edition because I love the yellow pages. My mom bought this book because in this year, 1993, 1994, 1985, people wanted to know how George Orwell thought the world was going to be in that year, 1984. This is my first George Orwell book that I've ever read. George Orwell was a pseudonym. His real name was Eric Blair. He was born in 1903 and he was Briton. This book was actually written in 1949 and 1 year later George Orwell dies. This is a dystopian novel that takes place in an imagined future in that year. The story takes place in a world where the big brother, the authority, is always watching you. Basically, you cannot make any move or say or think anything without being watched by telescreens or the thought police or things like that, so the big brother will know everything. Great Britain is a province of a superstate named Oceania that is ruled by the party. The big brother is the leader of the party and the protagonist, Winston Smith, secretly hates the party. Winston has dreams of rebellion and in the story he falls in love with a co-worker, with a girl named Julia, and they start a forbidden relationship. The enemy of the state is Emmanuel Goldstein, but Winston wants to know about him and also wants to read his book called The Theory and Practice of Oligarchical Collectivism. Oceania is in constant war, sometimes with one country and sometimes with another country, but always in war. The big brother controls everything that people feel, that people believe, that people think, because he handles and changes newspapers, history books, news. People think that the word of that moment is the word of the whole history. The society in Oceania has 3 levels. First, the inner party, the higher class, who make up 2% of the population. Secondly, the outer party, the middle class, who make up 13% of the population. And the lower class, the proletarian people, who make up 85% of the population and represent the uneducated and working people. If you break the law, you will become an unperson, people who have been vaporized. Vaporized means not only killed by the state, but denied existence even in history or memory. The party, as a government, control the population with 4 ministries: Ministry of Peace, Ministry of Plenty, Ministry of Love, and Ministry of Truth. Winston works in this Ministry of Truth, that deals with art, with education, with news, basically with the propaganda. I didn't know anything about this book before reading it, but I really like dystopia, so I decided to read it. In my opinion, although Orwell was leftist, I think he wanted to show us how totalitarianisms, especially communism, would be if it were taken to the extreme. In cons, I have to say that there is a part of the story that twists the Goldstein's theory that seems boring to me because it's nothing more than political theory that I already know. So I don't like this part, and except the first time I read the book, I skip it. What I like the most of this book is that criticism that Orwell makes and the Orwell's imagination to create new concepts like telescreen, like double thinking, newspeak, the thought crime, the thought police, the memory holes, and things like that. I recommend you this book because it absorbs you, and if you like dystopias or this type of stories, you will love this book.